If you're looking for cheap, safe, and reliable MT, make sure you go check out my new sponsor, safenbamt.com. Use code JC2K for 5% off and go build that God Squad you always wanted. Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be doing part 2 of ranking every invincible card in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. And this video, we're going to be doing the top 25 invincibles. In the first video, we ranked the worst 30 invincible cards in the game. There are 55 in total, and we're going to be ranking the best 25 from 25 to number 1 in today's video. Before we hop into it, if you haven't, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 2,500 subscriber mark on the channel. We're just a few subscribers, I don't know, maybe 20 subscribers away from the 2,200 marks, trying to continue grinding, continue growing, and hopefully push towards that 2,500 mark by hopefully close to the start of 2K21. So I would really appreciate your support if you haven't already, if you do hit that subscribe button. But without further ado, let's hop right into it and take a look at number 25 to start us off. And number 25, I personally believe, is Dwyane Wade. Invincible Dwyane Wade is only 6'4". He is the shortest player left on this list. There's only a couple other short players, honestly, who are even close in height to him. But the thing about Wade is he's also got a 6'10" wingspan. He's got a big player build, which is nice. 60 hoffs. Badge wise, he comes with everything you need except for rim protector and post-move lockdown on Hall of Fame, obviously. But the thing about Wade that really sets him apart is the fact that he's got the Dwyane Wade release and the Dwyane Wade upper, which, by the way, I absolutely love this upper. I think he's got one of the best jump shots in the game, one of the easiest to green, quickest, and just best overall jump shots in the game. Pro 2 size up, carry slide, pro 3 behind the back, and he has the best block / defensive animations of any small guard in the game by a significant margin, in my opinion. Dwyane Wade is the only point guard or only player in the game at the height of 6'4", even 6'5" and under, who I would still recommend using in a competitive setting and think you can have success with. Despite his height, he is a great card, but at the same time, his height does hold him back from being any higher than 25 on this list. And the thing to remember with the top 25 players is all of these guys are really, really good cards. They all have all 99 stats, basically every single Hall of Fame badge. So it really becomes, to a certain extent, preference, and also certain things like the fact that he's short, you have to nitpick that. But this card is an amazing card. He is definitely great. And I really do like Dwyane Wade a lot. At 24, we have Jimmy Butler, who is a super solid wing, 6'7" with 6'8" wingspan. He doesn't have super long arms, but he's got a tall player build, which is nice. Hotspots everywhere, 67 hoffs. Comes with everything you need on Hall of Fame. Jump shot wise, you got jump shot 22, which I really like this jumper. I think it's very easy to green, consistent, and I like it a lot with his upper as well. It's a high release. I feel like it's pretty consistent and easy to green. Pro 2 size, if he can curry slide into pro 3 behind the back. The short arms hurt him a little bit, and defensive animations wise, he's not quite as elite as you'd like. Doesn't move incredibly fast either, but is still a super solid option at the shooting guard position specifically, and I think he deserves his spot at number 24 on this list. Coming in at number 23, we have Kevin Durant. KD is 6'10" with a 7'4" wingspan. Hotspots everywhere. He can play the 2, he can play the 3. Badge-wise, he comes with everything you need on Hall of Fame, again, just like a lot of these guys on this list. But the thing about KD that holds him back is the fact that he's got the Kevin Durant release on very quick. On quick, I love KD's release. Very similar to a guy like Giannis, though I really struggle to green his release on very quick, and a lot of people do. He's not easy to green with, especially off the peak, but even off the catch, he's not a consistent jump shot, I don't feel like. Pro 2 size, pro 3 behind the back. He's got great dribble save. He's got great size at the 2. Really solid defensive card as well. His jump shot is just not super easy and consistent to green, which is the thing that I think holds him back from being any higher than number 23 on this list. At number 22, we have Chris Bosh, who's another super solid big, 6'11" with 7'3" wingspan. He's got good size for the power forward position. Hotspots everywhere, 68 hoffs. He's missing ankle breaker, and that's about it in terms of Hall of Fame badge you'd like to see on the card. Jump shot 29 is super nice. I really do like his jumper. It's very, very quick. I love the Carmelo upper. I think it's one of the better uppers in the game as well. Pro 2 size up, pro 3 behind the back. His jump shot can be a little bit tough to green because of how fast it is, because it is remarkably fast. But if you get the timing down on this card, he can be super, super good at the power forward position. Defensive animations wise, he's not incredibly elite. His slashing isn't incredibly elite at this point in the year either. But that being said, this card is super, super solid at the power forward position, and one of the guys who I think has gone under the radar as a very solid card in the game right now. Coming in at number 2, we have, or number 21, we have Tracy McGrady, 6'8" with a 7'2" wingspan at the shooting guard position. Hotspots everywhere, 60 hoffs. He's missing rim protector, and that's about it. Trey Burke released with Kobe Bryant upper on very quick. Jumper solid. The thing is, he has steady shooter, which I think holds him back a little bit. I struggle to green with this Tracy McGrady specifically. I have more success with the point guard one that doesn't have steady, but he has the Pro 2 size up. He can curry slide. He's got the Pro 3 behind the back, and he's got a nice wingspan at the 2. He's got a big player build. Defensively, he's great. Just a super solid all-around card. Great card. I really like T-Mac. I think he's gone a lot under the radar this year, but this card, the fact that he has steady, I think holds him back from reaching that really true next level of card. At number 21, we have Giannis, or number 20, I should say. We have Giannis, and y'all know my feelings about Giannis. I've talked about him a lot on this channel. 6'11" with 7'4" wingspan. He's one of the best defensive small forwards or power forwards in the game. one of the best defensive cards in the game, like regardless of position. Hotspots everywhere in 65 hoffs as well. Isn't missing a single important Hall of Fame badge. The thing that I think holds Giannis back, and y'all know this if y'all have used Giannis or if y'all have watched these videos on my channel, y'all know that I don't like Giannis because his release on very quick, very similar to KD, is very hard to green. Off the catch, not terrible. Off the peak, it's impossible to green. And when I say impossible, I mean straight up borderline impossible. I've maybe greened 1 or 2 shots off the peak with Giannis on very quick this year. Ever. It's that bad. I never green with this card off the peak. Movement wise, he's incredible. Slashing wise, he's incredible. Defense wise, he's incredible. He's got great dribble 6. He comes with everything you need of a card except for a good jump shot that's easy to green, and that holds him back. This card would be so much higher if he had a great jump shot. He'd very likely be a top 10 card, but because his jump shot is such a struggle to green, I really can't put him higher than 20 on this list. At number at number 19, I can't say numbers right now. We got LaMelo Ball, 6'8" with a 6'10" wingspan at the point guard position. He's got good size. He's got a decent player build. Hotspots everywhere in 65 hoffs. He doesn't come with the rim protector badge, which is a little bit disappointing, but still I don't think holds the card back. Jump shot 38 with Austin Rivers uppers as well. It's a jumper that I really like a lot. When I did my all-time Hornets video last week, I really liked this LaMelo card. I was grading super consistently with him. Not this one, the other one, but it's the same jump shot. Pro 2 size up, Pro 3 behind the back. He's a good defender as well. Super solid point guard. He's not super expensive. I know people love LaMelo Ball. If you enjoy LaMelo in real life, you're a big fan of him, pick this card up and have some fun with him in 2K. I think he is deserving of being a top 20 invincible card in the game. Very solid card on both ends of the court. At number 18, we have Moses Malone, who is 6'10" with 7'2" wingspan at the power forward position. Hotspots everywhere, 61 hoffs. He doesn't come with ankle breaker handles for days on hoff. Besides that, comes with basically everything. Deadeye as well would be nice, but has jump shot 31 with jump shot 8 upper. I really like this upper a lot. It's very easy to green and consistent. Jump shot 31 base is also solid. It's the same base as a guy like Sadiq Bey or Eddie Jones have. Pro 2 sides up, Pro 3 behind the back as well. So he's got great dribble 6. Defensive animations are super nice. The thing that holds him back from being higher on this list is the fact that I think he's just a tiny bit undersized at this point in the year at the power forward position compared to a guy like Kareem, or especially if you're running against Yao or somebody like that at the power forward position. He struggles just a little bit on defense, and that holds him back. But that being said, still a great card. I like his jumper. I like everything about this card. I think he's a super solid option. Next on the list, we have Mr. Luka Doncic, who I love, obviously. Mavs legend already. I mean, he's my favorite player in the NBA, as y'all probably know. I mean, watch the outro of this video. I just got an outro made, actually. It's going to be on this video, and we got Luka in that one. But 6'7" with 6'8" wingspan, hotspots everywhere, 60 hoffs. He doesn't come with the rim protector badge on Hall of Fame, unfortunately. Besides that, it comes very complete. Dante X and base with release 19 up run very quick. Pro 2 size up, and he can curry slide only as the Pro 1 behind the back instead of the Pro 3, which is another thing that hurts him a little bit. But offensively, as a 300, this card is incredible. He's a great slasher as well, gets really good dunk animations. Offensively, he's one of the best invincibles in the game. The defensive end of the court, he struggles a little bit. His defensive animations aren't great, and he doesn't have a huge player build or a long wingspan to help a little bit on that defensive end. And because of that, I can't put him any higher than number 17 on this list, despite the fact that I am a massive Luka fan and I love this card. In 2K, I really can't in good conscience put him any higher. At number 16, we have Invincible Jason Tatum, the rarest card in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. Only a few guys have him. Shout out to 3-Point Shaw, the Clays. Yeah, I mean, if anybody else has this card, shout out to y'all. Y'all either grinded this game a ridiculous amount or spent a lot of money on this game this year. So huge shout out to the guys who got it. Nobody spent, like Shaw and Clays, who are some of my friends in the Twitch community, because that's really an impressive accomplishment by them. But Jason Tatum is 6'8" with a 6'11" wingspan, hotspots everywhere, 61 hoffs. Very solid all-around card. Comes with every key badge. Jump shot solid. I don't love this jumper, but it's decent. He's got a high release as well. I feel like it's relatively easy to green. Pro 2 size, he can curry slide, Pro 3 behind the back. He's got good size at the small forward position. Very solid card, incredibly rare, but still deserving of being number 16 on this list, in my opinion. At number 15, we have David Robinson, who is an elite power forward option with one minor flaw that prevents him from being higher. That being said, 7'1" with 7'5" wingspan. Arms aren't super long in terms of his actual player build, but he's a very tall player build. Hotspots everywhere in 65 hoffs. Missing ankle breaker and handles for days, as with a lot of the other bigs in this game. Also, Dimer isn't on Hall of Fame. But he has the DRB release on very quick, which is a decent release. It's not great, and that's the flaw I'm talking about. I just think off the catch, his release is a little bit hard to green. Once he gets takeover, I never struggle to green with him, but without takeover, he can be a little bit inconsistent. Pro 2 size up, Pro 8 between the legs, which is something you don't see on a lot of cards that I think is super good, and then the Pro 3 behind the back as well. Sigs wise, he's perfect. He's got a great player, but he's elite defensively, really good as a slasher. The jump shot holds him back just a little bit, and he's not a great playmaker, missing a few badges, but still a super solid big. A guy I recommend to a lot of people because I think he is one of the better power forwards in the game still. Just slightly above him at number 14, I believe, we have Bill Russell, who's another power forward guy option. 6'10 with a 7'4 wingspan. His wingspan looks about the same as D-Rob's. He's definitely shorter. Hotspots everywhere, 61 hoffs. He's missing flexible, green machine, deadeye, and that's about it in terms of badges. And I don't think those are as crucial as a badge like ankle breaker or handles for days, which are nice that he has in Hall of Fame. And also has the Ray Allen base with release 26 upper. One of the better releases in the game. I really think Bill Russell is a super chicken shooter. Pro 2 size up, Pro 1 behind the back instead of the Pro 3 is a little bit disappointing, but his jump shot makes up for the fact that he's a little bit smaller than D-Rob and he doesn't have the Pro 3 behind the back, because I think he has one of the best jump shots of any big man in the game. And for that reason, I still think Bill deserves to be number 14 on the Invincibles list. At number 13, we have the other quote-unquote short player on this list, and that is John Havlicek, who's only 6'5" with a 6'8" wingspan, but this Hondo card is basically D-Wade on steroids. He's a bigger D-Wade. He's got better perimeter defensive animations. Hotspots everywhere, 65 hoffs. Isn't missing a key Hall of Fame badge as well. Jump shot 98 with release 7 uppers. Incredibly chicken. If y'all use the Opal Hondo, y'all know how chicken he is. If y'all have used this Hondo, you know as well. Pro 2 size up, Pro 3 behind the back. He's got the dribble 6. He's got an incredible jump shot, and he has a little bit more size than D-Wade and a taller player build as well. And I think that is the thing that just possibly extends him a little bit over D-Wade and puts him up about 10 positions on the list at number 13. At number 12, we have Mr. Tony Kukoc, who's another super good card. Incredible on next gen, but he's very solid on current as well. 6'10 with a 7'2 wingspan, hotspots everywhere, and 65 hoffs. Not missing a single important Hall of Fame badge at this point. Very few cards are. But also has the Ray Allen base similar to Bill Russell. Really 71 upper. Isn't incredible, but it's not bad. He's a lefty release as well. I find lefty releases very easy to green with most of the time. Pro 2 size up, Pro 3 behind the back, Pro 2 between the legs. Incredible all-around card. Kukoc is one of the best free shooting guards in the, or small forwards in the game, if not the best. I think he's incredible. I recommend, well, I hope you picked him up if you needed a small forward from Limited, because by the time this video is released, Limited is over. But it was a really good Limited reward, one of the best free rewards of the year outside of Spotlight Sims, and a very solid card for the number 12 position on this list. At number 11, we have Mr. Anthony Davis, who I don't know why it wasn't clicked in there, but AD is another super solid option at the power forward position. 6'10 with 7'5 wingspan. He's got longer arms than a guy like Bill Russell and a slightly taller player build. Hotspots everywhere and 68 hoffs. This card is basically a just barely improved Bill Russell, I think. In that I like his release about as much as Bill Russell's very good release. Pro 2 size, but he's got the Pro 3 behind the back instead of the Pro 1. He comes with a couple of those shooting badges that Bill Russell doesn't have. Does have the playmaking badges as well, and has a slightly bigger player build, which I think helps him in terms of rebounding just that little bit. And I think for that reason, I would put him a few spots above Bill Russell in the number 11 spot, because I think he's deserving of that. I think he deserves to be moved up a few spots because of those things that I just listed that I think give him a minor of advantage over a power forward like Bill Russell. At number 10, we have Invincible Blake Griffin, who can play the point guard position at 6'10", got a little bit short arms, but even at 6'10", I think he still plays lanes very solidly. Hotspots everywhere. He's not missing a single important Hall of Fame badge, just like basically every card on this list at this point. Blake release on very quick as well. Pro 2 size up, Pro 3 behind the back. Incredible card, amazing slasher, really good on the defensive end of the court. His jump shot's nice. I like the Blake release. I've liked it all year. I think it's pretty solid all the way around. A little bit of a hitch to it. I wouldn't say even a hitch. It just looks a little bit odd, but in terms of being able to green, I think it's one of the better, easier to green jump shots in the game. Not incredibly fast either, but it's a super solid release. He's got great size at the point guard position. Really good card on both ends of the court. I'm a huge fan of Blake Griffin in 2K this year. At number 9, we have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And Kareem has the most flaws by far of any other card on this list, but Kareem is so good defensively and as a slasher that it doesn't even matter. 7'2 with a 7'5 wingspan and a massive player build, hotspots everywhere and 62 hoffs, but he's missing the flexible, green machine, range extender, deadeye. None of those are on Hall of Fame. Ankle breaker and handles for days doesn't come with those either. So a lot of badges missing. That being said, jump shot's chicken. If y'all have used Kareem, you know he's got his own jump shot. It's like a very unique jump shot that not a lot of other cards have in the game, as y'all can see. But that being said, he has the Pro 1 instead of the Pro 2 as well, which is something that nobody else on this list basically has, besides a couple of those first few guys that were in part 1. Pro 3 behind the back, though, off the burst, he's incredible. He moves incredibly. He gets amazing dunk animations. Jump shot's still incredibly chicken, even with missing a few of the Hall of Fame badges in terms of shooting. And his defense is incredible. One of the best defensive cards in the game. This card is incredible. If y'all haven't used Kareem, you're missing out, because Kareem is incredible every single year in 2K, and this year is no different. Coming in At number 8, we have Paul George, who I think is one of my favorite cards in the game. I would personally, if I was being biased, I might even have him a little bit higher on this list, but I had to be realistic with this list and try to be as honest as possible and as unbiased as possible. He's 6'9" at the point guard position or the shooting guard position with a 6'11" wingspan, 220 pounds, so at 6'9", 220, he can curry slide, which is an advantage that he has over a guy like Blake Griffin. Hotspots everywhere in 64 hoffs as well, not missing a single important hoff. Paul George released on very quick. Him and Cam Reddish both have this release right-handed. It's incredibly easy to green, so smooth, quick as well. He can curry slide. He's got the Pro 2 and the Pro 3 behind the back. Incredible card. I love Paul George. He's one of my favorite cards in the game every single year in 2K, and that is no different. Paul George is incredible. I absolutely love the card. Coming in at number 7, I believe, we have Kristaps Porzingis, who is an incredible power forward option. 7'3" with a 7'6" wingspan. I recommend running him at the power forward position personally because of some of the centers that we have in the game who are like 7'5", 7'6", and we'll get to a couple of them. But 66 hoffs. Badge-wise, he's missing ankle breaker and handles for days, and that's it. And those badges, while he's missing them, don't hold him back at all. You put handles for days on gold, he's just fine. Brook Lopez released with Karl Malone upper on very quick. Pro 2 size up, Pro 2 behind the legs. Pro 2 between the... Pro 3 behind the back, I should say, and Pro 2 between the legs. Jump shot's amazing. He's got incredible size at the power forward position. He rebounds really well. Offensively, he's incredible. Defensively, he's not my favorite, but he still competes on a very good level on the defensive end of the court. Plays lanes incredibly with his long wingspan, his great size. On-ball defense, not incredible, but you're not really relying on KP for on-ball defense. He does everything else at a stupidly high level on the court, and I think he deserves to be a top 7 invincible in the game. At number 6, we have Invincible LeBron James, who's similar to all the other LeBron James we have at the Dark Matter level, pretty much, except for the point guard LeBron, because he's 6'9" with 7-foot wingspan, 250 pounds. He's got a super wide player build, one of the best on-ball defenders in the game. Hotspots everywhere, 63 hoffs, not missing a single important hoff as well. Dante X on base with LeBron upper. I mean, they changed LeBron's jumper, and it was beautiful. He has such a good jump shot now. Pro 2 size up, Pro 3 behind the back, Pro 2 between the legs. Incredible card at the small forward position. I love LeBron. I run the GOAT LeBron to this day in my lineup and will likely run him until end game, or until the end of the game, I should say. Just an incredible all-around card. He just misses cracking the top 5 at number 6, but I love LeBron, and I recommend running some sort of LeBron on your team no matter what your squad is looking like. At number 5, we have Kawhi Leonard, who I believe is just barely better than Bron. I think you really could switch those two, but Kawhi is 6'7" with a 7'3" wingspan, a massive player build, and super long arms. He's got like the opposite of T-Rex arms. I don't know what the term would be, but incredibly long arms. He's got this like massive player build. He's got his own defensive animations as well. Nobody else plays on-ball defense as well as Kawhi in the game. Hotspots everywhere, 65, 6 hoffs, not missing a single important hoff. Ray Allen base with a release 102 upper. It's a high release. It's very easy to green. It's consistent. It's fast. Pro 2 size up, Pro 2 curry slide, Pro 3 behind the back. He's incredible at the shooting guard position. My starting shooting guard, and he will likely be my starting shooting guard for the rest of the year. I absolutely adore this Kawhi card. At number 4, we have Ben Simmons, Invincible. 6'10" with a 7-foot wingspan at the point guard position. He's Blake Griffin on steroids. Hotspots everywhere, 66 hoffs. Really not missing a single important Hall of Fame badge, just like with basically everybody else. Ben released on very quick as well. Is incredibly chicken. His upper's amazing. One of the best jump shots in the game, which is wild that they gave Ben Simmons one of the better jumpers in the game. But Pro 2 size up, Pro 8 between the legs, which is also super nice, and the Pro 3 behind the back. Incredible card. The best point guard in the game, arguably. Neither number 1 or number 2. Besides him, it's between him and Cade Cunningham, I think, for who the best point guard in the game is. Ben Simmons is incredible. I absolutely adore this card. Coming in at number 3, we have Bol Bol, and Bol Bol is a cheese ball. 7'2" with a 7'7" wingspan, hotspots everywhere, 65 hoffs. He can play the small forward position at 7'2", which means he gives you something else at that small forward position that nobody else does in terms of his size and his length to play lanes. He comes with every key Hall of Fame badge, same release as Kristaps Porzingis. It's incredibly chicken. Y'all know how good this release is because basically everybody's used Bol Bol at this point in the year and using a Bol Bol, whether it's this one or the pink diamond on their squad right now. Pro 2 size up, Pro 3 behind the back. He's incredible. Best small forward in the game. I don't even think there's any doubt. I mean, I think in terms of him versus every other small forward in the game, there's a bigger gap than the best player at every other position and the second best player at their position, of every other position in the game. Bol Bol by that criteria, would be the best card in the game. But in terms of overall best cards, I think there are two guys who surpass him, and one of those guys is Yao Ming at number 2. I love Yao Ming, and I think y'all know who number 1's going to be as well. But 7'6" with a 7'5" wingspan, 310 pounds, hotspots everywhere. He's got shorter arms, which hurts him just a little bit, but he still plays lanes amazingly with his incredible size and still a 7'5" wingspan. Hotspots everywhere. Ankle breaker and handles for days aren't on Hoff, but it doesn't matter. Set shot 8. It doesn't matter. This isn't an incredible jump shot, but it's easy enough to green and easy enough to get off. Hard to contest him as well because of how tall he is. He gets every dunk animation. He plays every lane on defense. Pro 2 size it, Pro 2 behind the back. Move stupid off the burst. If you've used Yao or number 1 on this list, you know how ridiculous they are compared to every other card in the game. And at number 1, I think it comes as no surprise. I think Taco Fall is the best card in the game and the best invincible card in the game by extension right now. 7'5" with an 8'2" wingspan. The wingspan is huge. He plays ridiculous defense that no other card in the game can match. And then you look at the card and you're like, he's missing a lot of stuff. Only 59 hoffs. He's missing 4 hotspots from outside the 3. I'm here to tell you, it doesn't matter. He's missing Deadeye. He's missing ankle breaker, dimer, downhill handles for days, and quick first step as well. I'm here to tell you, it doesn't matter. You put handles for days and quick first step on him on Hall of Fame using the token markets. You put gold ankle breaker, gold dimer, gold downhill as well. I mean, he's the best card in the game. He gets the best dunk animations in the game. He pretty much never gets blocked. He gets the most blocks of any center in the game. He snags every board. This card is dominant in every sense of the word. Jump shot 47 with Kobe Bryant upper as well as the same jumper as a guy like Thon Maker or Joel Embiid. Incredibly chicken jump shot, which helps make up for the fact that he does miss in some of those hotspots as well as how good his jump shot is, especially to be greened. Pro 2 size up, Pro 3 behind the back. He moves the best of any card off the burst in the game. He gets the best dunk animations, gets blocked the least, and gets the most rebounds and plays the most lanes of any card in the game. He does so many things the best of any card in the game that I feel like I have no choice but to put him number 1. I absolutely adore Taco Fall, as y'all know. So that is going to do it for this list. Let me know what you thought of my list. Leave me a comment down below. Who did I rank too high? Who did I rank too low? I would love to hear from you and hear your opinion because I'm sure you will likely have a different opinion than me. But that is my opinion between this video and part 1, which if you haven't watched, go check that out, of who the top, well, not even who the top, ranking every invincible card in the game. And in today's video, y'all saw the guys that I really like at the top. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure you leave a like as well, and also make sure to subscribe to help me push towards that 2,500 subscriber mark like I mentioned every video. And I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.